My dear viewers, wealth and health check. Welcome to my channel. Warning: do not eat these foods from China. China is one nation that is generally occupied with making things for export around the world. It's basically an extremely bustling country. China trades a ton of products going from hardware, garments to food. A portion of the things from the nation are astounding and you could use them. Nonetheless, there are countless different things to be careful about from China, including food provisions. Wealth and Health Check has established a list here and I recommend you not to use them at any cost. Canned fish, oil, mushrooms, lamb, tea, liquor, pork, sauce, eggs, peas. Let's look at each food item one by one and find out the major facts about why we shouldn't eat them at all. The oil. It isn't so much that all the oil in China is terrible for you, however the shortfall of safety precautionary measures and the food handling regulations make it extremely simple for the Chinese makers to sell the absolute most nauseating oil items. They have committed atrocities with regards to oil. Some time back, one of the greatest food organizations in China chose to collect the used oil from specific eateries for filtering and repackaging, then sold it as new oil. Assuming you truly need to purchase oil from China, remember that you may very well be purchasing oil that is reused and not the new oil that you need and anticipate. Since you have not a chance of knowing where this oil has been and whether it's safe for you to consume, it's smarter to simply try not to get oil from China by and large. Liquor and soft drinks. With regards to alcohol, sodas, packaged and canned juices, we as a whole realize that a few countries on the planet are more popular than others in light of the extraordinary quality they produce. China is unquestionably not one of those locales. Wines that come from or are made in China, regardless of being produced using grapes, very much like in numerous different areas of the planet, contain such a lot of sugar which isn't really great for you. Furthermore, they contain a few counterfeit flavors that your body surely needn't bother with. Therefore, they are harmful to your health. Peas. Green peas are wealthy in fiber and furthermore contain cell reinforcements and are perfect for your well-being. Assuming you purchase green peas that have been imported from China, there's no assurance that what you're eating is truly green peas. This is on the grounds that more often than not, the green peas from China are really made in labs utilizing a bizarre blend of various items. Thus, what you might have for the sake of peas could really be some kind of soybeans blend, food dyes, snow peas and numerous different additives. The green peas from China are rarely certifiable. They contain cancer-causing chemicals and also stop you from getting the full advantages of the genuine kind of green peas. Pork. Chinese individuals eat more pork compared to beef or any other type of meat. This is on the grounds that pork is really less expensive than meat by close to half price. The issue is that Chinese organizations are so into selling more hamburger and even pork that they have turned to adding added substances that are loaded up with borax into the pork they sell, so it winds up seeming to be meat. This is exceptionally unsafe for the buyer, particularly since they end up eating dangerous substances without knowledge. Canned fish. Canned fish imported from China, very much like canned peaches, is terrible for your well-being as it comes stacked with a lot of lead that has been very much secret in the metallic can. That is really the main explanation you shouldn't import and eat this. Beside the risks that accompany lead harming, the canned fish additionally have numerous substances found in different sorts of fish that come from China that are likewise destructive to our bodies. The Chinese fish ranches are mostly dirty and contain extremely harmful substances. The fish to a great extent feed on the diet found there that includes animal waste. All of that really winds up in the fish rearing pond, which represents a danger to your general well-being each and every time you purchase more. Mushrooms. With regards to mushrooms, finding polluted ones from China is extremely normal. They are absorbed in pesticides which are unsafe to people when eaten, and afterward the mushrooms are likewise mislabeled to work with higher prices. The makers like to stamp organic on normal mushrooms with the expectation of getting more profits. Beside the way that they are loaded up with the most harmful substances, those that are imported are showered with a great deal of preservatives, so they look fresher. Food examiners have gone over a great deal of issues with the mushrooms imported from China for so many years. Accordingly, it's not worth the gamble. So in the event that you truly need to purchase mushrooms, get them from an alternative source. Lamb. Chinese are no wonder to weird food sources. They eat the most unbelievable things, and thus, many individuals are consistently dubious of them since what they serve you may be not quite the same as what they guarantee to have cooked. That is a similar case with sheep. If you're truly craving some sheep, then go out and get some, yet not assuming it comes from China, simply leave it. Will you? Back in 2013, the police captured 900 Chinese individuals who were attempting to sell rats as lamb roast chops. What the police found was an entire 20 pounds of rat meat. Clearly, nobody needs to eat that. Correct? Tea. Tea should be awesome for you. China really delivers tea in huge sums since most Chinese individuals like to drink tea. Accordingly, many think that tea from China is really great for them. In any case, this isn't correct. So before you even permit yourself to fall into the enticement of purchasing tea from China, remember that it could contain over 30 exceptionally poisonous and toxic compounds. To be safe, simply avoid it. Sauce. Soy sauce can without much of a stretch be found in our fridges in spite of being exceptionally high in sodium. It's so extraordinary when added to some rice or as a flavor to any Asian enlivened sort of dish. Unfortunately, soy sauce that comes from China is known to contain 4-methylimidazole, which is a chemical known to cause cancer growth. We are not saying that the chemical is available in each jug of soy sauce, yet it's present in around 25% of how much soy sauce that comes from China. So assuming that you actually need to purchase soy sauce for your kitchen use, simply ensure it doesn't come from China. Eggs. It's obviously true that a great deal of food varieties we eat come from China. They include eggs. In the event that you've never seen, a portion of the eggs you find in the basic food item shop don't precisely come from your nearby ranches. That is a reason to the point of checking the names appropriately whenever you're purchasing eggs, since you would rather not end up purchasing the ones that come from China. Why? Well, on the grounds that the factories in China use paraffin and calcium bicarbonate in the eggs they trade, so when you eat, you risk poisoning. Even though we love China and all the products that come from this great nation. But the greatest wealth is made from our diet. Eat well and live well. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and share massively. For more essential advice on your wealth and health, watch this space.